Damn it, bro. COVID.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of
The interviews.
sanctioned by the
Co-leader of the problematic philosophies.
weapons of class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the
Doink Fest.
All other weapons are restricted.
If you don't like problematic profanity,
What's this?
Watch your profanity.
Right, I'm sorry.
Crude humor. Horror. And silly
We should have
satire.
done this first.
Very bad.
Then you will not be
Pursued.
Hunted?
Granted immunity
Oh, okay.
and shall not be harmed.
Interesting.
Just kidding, you will be hunted.
You will be destroyed.
absolutely destroyed.
Dead. Demolished.
Ha
Ha ha. LOL.
Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder,
Nice.
will be legal for 12 continuous hours.
Hell yeah.
Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when
The
the
interview finally ends. Thank God.
Hell yeah, brother, mother, sister, daddy. Fuck yeah, baby.
Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Paul, you should DJ.
Alright,
it looks like
let's
I'm teaching now.
open the bunker.
Please
Gonna open this
open
shit.
the bunker. Open the bunker.
This is how we go into war, fellas.
Really? It wasn't that bad.
Nah, not that bad. This is how we beat COVID, baby.
That's how you gotta stay healthy.
You don't need to listen to CDC. You don't need a vaccine. Go to Trader Joe's.
We're starting that off with
Go
some
to Trader Joe's, get
strong
yourself a
claims.
Wait, this is problematic philosophies.
Yeah.
That's some shit I cannot
gotta-
agree on.
Right there.
We gotta
start
come
that.
here. I'm not anti-vax. I'm vax, by the way. Shout out the vaccine.
I'm,
Are you
I'm
sure?
cutting that part out and I'm gonna post the rest of that clip.
I'm just gonna mute everyone. It's just gonna be every time you speak.
Take my sound bites.
All right, so we're gonna start this interview out strong and proud, baby. Can you all introduce yourself with 5 words or less?
5 words.
My name is Nima.
Gotta go
I
to.
don't fucking know, bro.
Come on, 5 words or less.
Come
Yeah,
on.
5 words.
5
bro.
words or less,
I like
bro.
to fucking talk, bro. You can't limit
I like to fucking.
Can I introduce him, bro?
Can't.
Told you, bro. Yeah, you can introduce me. I'm cool.
His name is Mohammed Musa.
Nope.
Wrong.
Nope.
His name is not
That's-
Mohammed
Would have
Musa.
been unoriginal.
Oh, that's it. That's it, baby.
Let's go. Right answers only.
Right answers only. Oh, here's the next question. All right.
Oh god.
I want to get
know
it
the
closer
question?
to the end of the time. When it starts getting like really fast.
This could be turned into a hard trap beat.
I was gonna say, can you guys make a beat out of that? Like
Absolutely.
just sample that?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
That little ooh. Can sample.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
Make a beat right now. All right, so you're gonna be like the synths and everything, like give it or something.
Dun,
bass line.
dun, dun,
Hey,
Can I
you're
be
gonna
the,
be the
can I be the
Dun, dun,
808s?
yeah, you can be 808s, baby.
Dun, dun.
Hit it.
dun, dun, dun.
That is incorrect.
There's some Yes 808s.
So, what do you guys do? What are you guys up to right now? Why are we here talking? Why are we conversing? Let us know about what this project was about to y'all. How did it kind of come into place? How did it kind of come into fruition?
Well, I guess I'll just give a little bit of a backstory. We started renovating. God damn it.
Oh, rock sound.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
So we started renovating at the beginning of this year. We just knew a couple of these people that we currently have been working with. We knew Yace and we knew Luke. They've been working in-house, and we decided, you know what, we're going to turn this into a creative space for people in our community. You know, and we renovated. We weren't even finished renovating. We were just so excited to get to work. And we started putting together this mixtape, and we've had the opportunity to meet a lot of cool people, and that's our mission here, is just bring cool people together and allow them to work.
Yeah.
Amen.
Nemo, what's your part in this play, man? Amen, brother. Amen. Oh, you're gonna go into that.
Amen, brother.
What the fuck?
Amen,
brother.
Amen, brother.
daddy, I fucked them all. I don't care.
Problematic.
That was from like, I was gonna bleep that out. I don't care.
So yeah. Me and Mo run IE Chrome. We own this space here. Yeah.
Shout out IE Chrome.
Shout out IE Chrome. Shout out IE Chrome, bro. At IE Chrome.
Here we go again.
I got 200 sounds here. I could keep on.
Yeah,
going,
I like
it
this,
really
bro.
good.
Maybe that should be the podcast. Just sit here and listen.
Just sounds. It's just like us reacting to sounds like this.
Sorry.
Wait, when did IE Chrome actually kind of like form? Productions and everything.
Back in high school. So
damn.
Chrome, we still technically are Chrome Productions.
Mm-hmm.
Chrome Productions began in high school. Our junior year, one of our friends, our close friends, Chris Valverde, which you might know. He worked at AMC.
Shout out
TMZ.
Yeah, he did.
Shout out TMZ, baby.
Shout out to you, TMZ, baby.
TMZ.
We're going to camera 2. We're going to
TMZ.
nothing.
TMZ.
We're going to this.
TMZ.
We're going to
Shout
that.
out Harvey.
TMZ. Can you catch
Shout
the
out
camera?
Harvey. Actually,
bro.
nah.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's
Is it controversial to say shout out TMZ? Don't a lot of people fucking hate TMZ?
TMZ's trash.
I'm not huge on TMZ.
Not opposed to
But
it.
I'm huge
They're
on.
employing our boy Chris. So
Yeah, I'm
we
not
gotta-
huge on TMZ.
Oh yeah, TMZ.
I'm huge on Chris.
If you were to see a headlining article about one of the artists, like TMZ drama shit, who would it be that was featured on this track? Like, who do you expect a TMZ shout out or like paparazzi moment for?
Paparazzi.
Yeah, like they're
Yeah,
like,
that
we
could be a lot
caught them
of them.
doing this.
It's
I could
definitely
say-
Lahani.
I would say it
definitely
could be
heavy.
it could be like half of them. Half of them are
Half
like
of those fools are a TMZ headliner.
half of them have their own like full personality and like not that that sounds bad. Not that they
they're
don't have-
actually people. Like I fucking hope so.
No, like
Yeah, bro. He's just shaying on them.
you really do have every sound in the book, bro.
I do, man.
No, like Annie, Eddie,
Mhm.
Luke, Jacob, or sorry, Don Lux, Feng Shui. Well,
Yeah.
They would definitely be at like TMZ head article.
I definitely think Lahani would be trying to go toe to toe with other people. I think he'd be on a TMZ headline because he's getting involved with some shit with other artists,
Shit.
and it's like I think it'd be a great time.
Yeah. Oh, good article. Good headliner. Not like they
Are there
caught
good-
some drama.
Does it matter? Like
It does.
If you're on TMZ, press is press.
Yeah.
You're relevant.
Yeah.
People probably
shit, press,
plant
press,
the-
baby.
Exactly. People probably plant those fucking articles half the time just so
Yeah.
that they can get PR.
The editor's
Yeah.
like, I paid $100,000 for my TMZ article. How about you? I have like a Karma 3 for what's it called PayPal paying for it, PayPal credit for my TMZ articles to come out. Yeah. How much is a TMZ article? You think?
That's like that's on the sneaky, you know.
That's on the sneak, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
That's
sneaky
not
link.
like a service they publicly thing like they
Oh.
announce. It's like if you know and you're connected and you know
Uh-huh.
the power of TMZ,
Yeah.
you can just be like, "Hey Harvey, I'm gonna slide
Harvey.
you this much."
I'm gonna slide you. I'll cook you dinner.
Yeah, but like, how do you think TMZ is finding out that Kanye is renting this place in Atlanta, this shitty room in the
One of the
stadium
workers.
It was
For
like
a-
so empty, bro.
for $1 million a night? Like, there's
Why
no
is he-
way
I
you
call
can.
Stay in a hotel.
I call cap on that.
He
bro.
wants to be in the stadium.
Yeah.
That's Kanye doing Kanye's thing. Personally,
But TMZ is getting that from someone that's related.
yeah, one of the
and-
workers.
Yeah.
Oh, the
definitely.
workers is like, but it's like,
Yeah.
what if it's not even his room? It's just someone that has like Yeezy knockoffs and shit like that, and they're
They just
like some
set it up.
janitors.
Bro, they really didn't have to do much. They just kind of put a few clothes in there and
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah. On the, dude, he wears like 3 shirts. Like, is he gonna fucking Tide bleach them like right after?
just
Like
goes down to the laundry real quick.
the laundry room in the closet too. Just like, what if he has like a secret layer, like a secret door? He just and it's just like there it is. Kanye's palace is underneath. Like, they think the Illuminati headquarters is underneath the Denver, Colorado airport. The Kanye West Illuminati anti-gravity kind of like anti is like his anti-layer, his evil layer is like underneath that stadium. It's confirmed.
Maybe.
That's
How the
confirmed.
fuck did we get on TMZ?
Chris, shout
Oh,
out
we were
Chris.
talking about
Shout
yeah.
out
This
Chris.
is
Shout
the
out Chris.
beginning of
Shout out
Shout out
Chris.
my boy Chris.
Yeah, I got shout out boom.
Oh yeah, beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
yeah,
shout out, baby.
Shout out Lil Jon too, man.
Yeah, dude. We last episode we found out Lil Jon's how much to like rent out 100,000.
Nah, that was Ja
Ja
Rule.
Rule.
Yeah.
No, he's 25,000, man.
Yeah.
Shit, honestly.
Not
Going for a
worth it,
Chrome
bro.
event.
Go.
Oh, honestly,
You
guest
could
star.
start. You could start your own business with 25 grand.
25 grand.
Or you could get Ja Rule.
Yeah, or what's better business than the business of Ja Rule?
Exactly.
Ja Rule is the business.
He's the industry.
He knows.
But speaking of people that know it all in the industry, how did y'all pay what's it called, Ja Rule's how did y'all get into like being more of a production on the production side of it, like recording studio, and then the next dynamic, like complementary to the studio is having the artists that record here also perform and having a performance space as much as a recording space.
Yeah.
Where do you guys kind of like find the nice ratio, the medium, like if it's a 50-50 kind of thing? Where do you see the path of IE Chrome and the production side of it?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think you should give that backstory of Chrome, because a lot of where we got into producing was in the earlier days, and now it's kind of like shapeshifted. So
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So quick backstory. Started Chrome in 2019 for one of our film classes at Upland High. You had like pretty much.
That was like 2016.
Did I say 2019?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, that was like
junior. No, junior year.
Like,
yeah, we're not that young. Junior year of high school, which was like 2016. We graduated 2017.
Yeah.
Started like we went to the film class. Well, our friend did, and then we went senior year.
Yeah.
But basically, you have to choose like a production company name to throw on your final film. We're like, oh, we'll do Chrome Productions. We don't know why. It just kind of came about. Yeah, just Chrome Productions. And then we're like, hey, this is a lot of fun. Because, like, I don't know, a lot of classes are just very cut and dry and, like, read a book, do this. This is the first one that's, like, been different. So it just, like, flipped a switch in all of us. And then we did it our senior year, went hard with it. And then at a point, like, freshman year of college, we were kind of just like, why don't we just continue doing stuff like this with all the people that we met like in those classes? Because we didn't even know that was like a thing, you know? So we're like, yeah, let's just do it. It's pretty simple. It's like, hey, you want to work on some projects? And that's how we got started.
And hop on something. It seems so simple.
It is. It really is very simple.
Yeah, it was like,
do something, do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. It's like, hey, there's all these people that like, I guess like the reason why we do what we do, or like personally for myself, I've always like, I love music. Like music is like something that I'm always into, right? But I don't know how to play instruments. I don't know how to make music. When I was a kid, I was into drawing, but I'm not good at it. Like it's all these things that I've been into, but I can't do it. So my thing is like, oh, I enjoy business also. So I could just be on the business side and like just come up with these ideas and stuff and like just work with people. Yeah.
Yeah. Literally like bringing them together. So you're like kind of like molding this thing, like kind of like a clay master. What are they called? A god.
Just
playing,
like
you're like playing chess with these artists, but the chess piece, it's like, yeah, we're just gonna be friends. We're not gonna fight. We're not fighting.
Yeah, I'm just making.
Yeah, all these collaboration. Sorry,
cool
what were you saying before? Yeah. I'm a complex. I'm different. I'm complex.
Bring it back to Kanye, bro. I am a god.
Nah, but yeah, like after high school, somewhere around 2019, we started doing this as like an official production company. And the idea at the very first was to like work with people that we directly knew. And at that time, we didn't have a space. We did everything remote. We had we had worked on different projects with artists in the area. We had done like a movie and art festival here at the Claremont Club, like right up the street.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out the Claremont. Shout out everyone that helped with that.
The Claremont Club, baby.
Yeah.
Kept me employed for like a few years.
But
fuck yeah.
We were doing a lot of remote work like during that time, and then around comes the pandemic and like fucks everything up. So like it was a concern of like, can we work with people? Can't like, is it safe? All that. So during that break period, I would say Luke had been living here in the space that we're currently working out of, and that's just because he was like going through his own personal like hardships in life and whatnot. But he was living here and he was bringing in artists that he like worked with on his album or whatever, and he had met Yace, and we had brought in Henny at that point. It was just like a very small group, and just seeing the work that was being done in here, despite it just being like a shitty warehouse. Like it wasn't renovated whatsoever. It was literally just an industrial space.
Terrible.
Yeah,
it was filthy. It was like
It was chrome.
There was a
terrible.
shit ton of pallets out here. Like
Shit.
Yeah, there was a bunch of like
the grass. The really cool
grass was
ambience.
not there. In here,
none
this
of it.
wasn't wall like
Yeah.
this.
No lights. It didn't come with the lights installed.
No,
Imagine
Yeah, I
walking like,
wish.
wow.
the guys that come in here after us, they're gonna have it made.
Yeah.
You know.
literally
my
this
God,
wall,
soundproof.
this wall right behind us, we built out. This isn't the
Damn.
original
This
wall.
is the second
It's like
wall
a
that's
double-
soundproof.
With
Yeah.
sound
Yeah.
isolation.
That's sick, man. Yeah, you did awesome with this, man. You
Mhm.
have a whole studio facade and everything,
Yeah.
man.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's sick, man. Like y'all should be proud of that. You know, like
I
like,
agree.
cultivating such a community space right here. And we were talking pre-podcast before recording, like talking about inviting more things, more aspects to it, as it's a bit more like navigatable, especially with the pandemic. We could navigate through meeting up or like safety and like just like if you're vaccinated and everything. So it's getting to that point of we could kind of like be more of a community space, right?
Right.
And then we were talking about also like branching out to like dropping off the mixtape, dropping it off like at local physical like copies of it in physical places. So because people are coming out, you know, they're gonna want like the physical tangible art that y'all created, and that's like a natural like an organic way of discovery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you also hope that for like, you know, like even some fool just like riding a bike past the like the business, I don't know why, but he's just like, hey, let me check something out, or hearing music, or seeing like show flyers, you know, everything around. Do you hope it gets to that point of like organic sharing, just like how some random dude is listening to these tracks or like stumbles on like on a playlist, or someone else is bumping it like at the cafe or something, you know, put them onto something? Do you hope like this space is also like that, and not just a lucrative way for business, but also for building a community,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And then how do you kind of like feel like that's going to tie into the Inland Empire specifically? Do you want to expand it and be imperialist and take over everyone? Take over San Diego first. Honestly, just send it down, man. Do we need the OC? I don't think so. Hold on.
I love the OC.
OC's pretty good.
You're absolutely wrong in that.
What?
You don't like the OC?
What is wrong with the OC?
Dude, there's racist as fuck people. There's like,
okay.
they're like Karens everywhere.
All right.
If you want to judge based on that type of shit, bro, you should look right here. Where we're at.
Damn, you're right. Upland
Where we're
is
at
fucking
is pretty
weird.
terrible.
It's kind of wild.
Not even upland, bro. You go into the more inland, like Norco, those areas.
Oh shit! There's
yeah.
literal Nazis.
That's crazy.
Damn, brother.
Hey, but shout out all those areas. Shout out the IE, bro.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
There's
It's
good people everywhere. There's bad people everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like I've been surrounded by really wholesome folks. You know, like it's like seldom do we ever see like a bad energy or like feel the bad energy, especially in a creative artistic space. You know, definitely have you know, like each one of us has dealt with difficult people, you know, along the way, or difficulties along the way. But it seems like this collaborative space has been very like a safe place.
Yeah.
Like mentioned in the last episode, it's a very safe place. And how did you guys kind of curate that to more of an inviting place for guests, or like inviting place for myself, an inviting place for people that are just complete strangers that are going to build like this unknowing bond with not just you, but this space and IE Chrome Productions as an entity? How did you kind of curate that? And how did that establish, other than like meeting people?
It's just
Friends and
very
stuff.
like, it's again, the whole concept, everything is just very simple. And that's why, like, to us, like on our end, we're like, we don't get why more people aren't doing this, or like why it hasn't been done for the IE already, because this isn't a new concept. Like, this happens everywhere else, you know, like LA, like those big cities, but
Oh yeah, we're right next to it. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the
yeah.
small cities, like, or the small like regions, they don't really get the love that these like bigger places where investors know that their money is safe and all that.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, the concept is literally just be good to people. Like the front of like the company Chrome is literally just like how we would normally treat people. So it's like
Yeah.
like there's no reason like, okay, yeah, we have like a company, we have a space, whatever, but there's no
Yeah.
reason to like
no hidden motives with it. Like,
yeah,
hey,
it
we're gonna
really
trade
is
them
just
from their
like
songs and their beats. We're
Yeah.
gonna use them.
yeah,
beats.
honestly, it's literally just like, we want to do this. We know you guys want to do this. Like,
Yeah.
this is something that a resource that people need, like a lot of people need to create, and we're fortunate enough to like be able to like invest in this and like put our time towards it. So it's like, yeah, I mean, like this doesn't work without other people being involved, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, just to add to that, I feel like our end on at least the space portion of it is that we're providing the space, and even though the space isn't done, like it's necessary resources for a lot of artists that are local to us, either financially or they just like being in a better space. Like we've had people come in saying that like I could do this at home, but the environment just doesn't feel right. Like my family might judge me, or like I don't feel comfortable being like vulnerable with what I'm writing in my music. So it's just like a space for them to come down here. And as long as we provide that space, I think the people really do a lot of that work for us. Like as they come and meet and get to feel how everything is in here, like no one is judgmental. Everyone just wants to work on something. It just makes that community feeling so much stronger, and that we have nothing to do with that. But I will say on the like projects and stuff that we continue to organize in the future, and like even with this album, I feel like it's our role there is just making sure that the resources are fair, like get provided to everyone, and everyone has the opportunity to come do their stuff. Like when we were doing the album, there isn't any restrictions on who could come. Like if you had a day free and you'd let us know, like we had a producer there, we had other people, whoever's available, and they can just make whatever they're making.
As honestly like the safest place, like especially like the vulnerable folks, and like being in that intimate environment is it's very challenging to kind of like judge a space, you know, especially like do I feel safe around these people? Do I feel like secure? Can I be vulnerable and intimate? And it seems like it's been a very like consistent with everyone coming by and like, you know, feeling comfortable, but also consistent with people feeling comfortable immediately, you know, like it's a very nice and eased process, you know, like even myself, it's like, oh dude, just homies around, like, you know, there's some darts, there's a Tommy gun, it's not threatening, there's a Tommy gun on the ground, but I don't fucking, you know, who's gonna go against me? Until day 3. No, but when did someone become like vulnerable in their space and really be in a creative flow and just show like a different side of the character that was deeper than who they presented themselves with? The most memorable time. You don't have to say names or anything, but like
the mixing,
mixing and mastering process. I don't know.
No, I think he'd be cool with it.
I don't think he'd mind.
Well, there was several like moments, like even the tracks that were like made on there, people had to tap into a certain emotion for those tracks, but like specifically there was this night where we were mixing and mastering the album, and Luke has that track Dormant that he produced, and he was mixing it. We were planning to like be done by 12, and we ended up running until the morning, literally till 8 a.m. And somewhere around 4 a.m. we listen to it in the car. He hears what's wrong with it. He comes back, he tries to work on it, and as it's rendering and he's like fixing his stuff, breaks into tears. Literally he's sitting there staring at the computer and just starts tearing up. And like after he was done, he like looked, we were like, "Are you crying, bro?" And he was like
bullying him. You're just like, "Fuck, you crying?"
We were just making sure he's okay.
No,
we were just
because it was literally just us 3 in here, and like you said, it was 4 a.m, and like we were all drained. Like in that car, like when he says like we did the car test, like for a lot of these songs, like it was just frustrating because it just like it sounds great on these speakers. You take it in the car and it just doesn't sound right. Literally.
Or the bass doesn't come through. Oh, that's like with the phone check and stuff. For all the folks out there, what are we talking about with the car test and everything? Because I know there's a lot of people that like musicians out there listening, they understand like, well, you know, mixing part, or maybe not, you know, maybe this is their introduction to it, or to inspire someone to like start mixing, start mastering, start production studio in their own way. I guess I go into like the kind of like the process, the literal process of like mixing and mastering. So we'll get to like the beginning from step 0, just like we talked about the last time. Like, where was it from step 0 to learning it, to developing it, to be maybe a mentor or mentorship, apprenticeship under someone, to knowing about car tests? Like, where did it start, form, learning, educating even?
Yeah, if you're talking about the process, like the nuances of like what's actually happening, I have no clue. our
step by step.
Honestly, our job here was to make sure that we tried to fill in like the deadline and keep everything organized.
Mm-hmm.
As far as it goes technical wise on the sound like aspect,
yeah,
no idea.
I mean, no,
people
that's
twisting
not true. Like we don't know, like we don't understand.
I don't know
like,
how it was
to
done.
fix it, like how to go in and like go on the platform and like tweak with things. But like pretty much mixing and mastering is like you have your vocals recorded, you have your beat made, you have everything, and it's taking that like think about like if you're doing like an essay or something, right?
Oh
like,
yeah.
You have it down, like you have your bullet points or whatever. You write out your essay and then you go back and you're like, all right, this needs to be changed, and then you start your fine tuning. Yeah, but with music, it's more like you make sure the levels are right, so the vocals aren't too high, the beat's not too low, the bass isn't too booming, and that's like where that car test comes into play, especially. It's like obviously on very good quality speakers, or even just like even like semi good quality speakers. It's
or
like
headphones, right?
Of course, it's gonna sound great.
Yeah.
But our thing from the beginning was like we're making this album for the people in the Hondas.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to you, Honda people in 2018.
Bro.
$25,000 Honda that could be sold for Ja Rule.
Ja Rule, baby.
Ja Rule, baby. That's it. But like, yeah, shout out to them. So the car test is like kind of like when you bounce it back to
you just want to make sure
something, right? You just make sure for like levels, mixing and mastering, right?
Yeah, you're just making sure it sounds good not only on really nice speakers, but it sounds good in headphones and it sounds good in the car.
Yeah, that's
like the acoustics are different. Yeah. So that's pretty much that process. And then mastering is like, if mixing is the bulk of the work, mastering is those fine tunes to make it sound like brighter or like whatever, you know?
Yeah. So like filters and everything, and they kind of like mess around with the knobs of it. Yeah. Or is that like just recording like that soundboard and stuff?
Real quick, I think play that ending of Dormant.
Yeah.
Kind of. So the ending of Dormant features a very strong vocal performance by Dom and Hannah.
Right before,
No, you're good right here. So you can hear there's a lot of layers of vocals because Hannah, when she recorded, and impressive ass takes, man.
Yeah.
She would do layer over layer over layer over layer of vocals.
Harmonies.
Exactly. Harmonies just of her own self. Like right there. That's some crazy shit. Like she would just do them one after another. And then getting all of those to sound level together and with the bass, it's a tedious process.
Yeah. Lining it up, making sure. Yeah, she goes with the beat right there.
Yeah.
Damn, all that I hear. Yeah, here.
You hear it in the background. Yeah.
Every single little thing. Also, like
instrumentation within that.
Don Lux, he doesn't come from a hip hop background. He does more like rock music. So yeah. So his approach to this, and like I know with his personal music, it's like he's very delicate, and his own beats are layers and layers and layers of stuff. Yeah. So it's
just like just threads and branches of it.
Yeah, you can hear all the different sounds,
the stems of it. So like
there were some times when we would tell him like, hey, just solo these 2 tracks on his Logic pile of like 18 tracks, and literally it was solid enough to be its own hip hop beat.
Yeah,
like you could just flow on it.
Yeah,
and like 4 beats within one.
Yeah,
just naturally, just like layers on layers.
Yeah, like it's a different approach to producing, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was literally the idea too. Is like bringing people that haven't experienced like this side or like haven't dabbled into this genre, and like everyone has their own style, and you literally just put them in one room and just see what happens.
Yeah, dude, literally like we were talking about like with collaboration, bringing all these people together. They literally have shown and educated, and you've shown and educated people on maybe mixing and mastering, or just the business side, or just like the friendly side of being in a collaborative safe place and everything, you know.
Hey, one more note about that song too, like talking about how people were trying like new things or just getting comfortable.
Yeah.
I know specifically Dom, when he heard that, like he said like he just started singing, and like he was like, yeah, it just like kind of just happened. Like I wasn't he wasn't expecting to do that. He was expecting to rap or whatever, but he was like, yeah, I just felt like I had to sing on this.
Yeah.
And like he was very sure about it. He was like, all right, like I'm putting this energy. Whoever else is hopping on this needs to put in this energy. And it wasn't like a harshly taken thing. Everyone understood. It was like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think his part was one of the first parts on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
It was
and
just
then
the
everyone
beat in his
else
part.
built on top.
Yeah,
of
like
the
it
lyrics.
inspired that like
Yeah.
singing and like kind of getting that like gospel feel of like
It's very
the layers and
soulful.
soulful. Yeah, there's instrumentation to each one of them, and they understand the role of like mixing their part of it. Like of Dom, who literally orchestrated and is conducting the flow of like how everything's gonna be sung and harmonies and inspiration to it. He's like the conductor in some way and taking over and like do you guys feel like you are like kind of like composing something like this compilation, like understanding where the track should go and everything, how to promote it, how to talk to everyone, like do you feel like you're orchestrating something bigger than what it was like initially, or how do you feel that in some way, and how do you feel like that's going to inspire the next project?
Yeah. You want to take that one?
Yeah. So basically, like in the beginning of this project, it was a concept, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we like pretty much going into we're like, all right, like this is how we'd like for this to go, or like try to keep it within this structure.
Yeah.
But really just again, it's like free range, like just see what happens.
Yeah.
And it just happened perfectly, exactly how we like, literally exactly like how we imagined. Like we would always talk like in the beginning, be like, how is this even happening? Like it's like
Literally,
like the idea
things
was
come
like
together.
people bring friends and it's just open, and like people just make the tracks that they feel like they want to hop on.
Yeah.
And it literally just happened that way. And like I think that's what Mo was talking about too, when he was just saying like it was easy. Like we really didn't put on that end, at least we didn't have to put that much work because it just happened itself. Everyone got comfortable with each other. Like it quickly went from like literally within the second day of like this is a project to like, all right, this is just like a family, like a group of like really close people now, just just making music together, just vibing out.
Yeah.
We would just come like spend all day here and then just like get food with each other, just talk, like just like real life happened within those 3 months.
Yeah.
Like,
and then
I mean the recording process was definitely like less tedious on us. But after the finishing of the recording process, I would say we were trying our best to orchestrate as much as we can. Because the big concept here is like the artists we have aren't huge. They don't have any labels like deals or anything like that. So the concept was, let's pull together not only people from the IE, but people that have smaller audiences. And once we bring all those fans into one place, we want it to spread back out to everyone.
Dang, yeah.
So that was
like
really
a wave.
exactly. And like we didn't even, like we said, we didn't pick anyone. The only people we picked were the people that we personally knew did music at the very beginning. And as people kept like coming in, the network kept growing stronger. And like I feel like everyone was ready to put on for their city or put on for their area.
Yeah, represent that. Yeah.
But I mean, the marketing, we planned that out. We try to be as organized as possible with everything. We try to be as transparent as possible. Getting that rollout done on time and everybody posting on the same days and stuff like that. It was definitely a big task, but I definitely wouldn't take anything back. It was so much fun, and like I can't wait to do this in the future. And in the future, I hope we want to kind of spread out to different genres. We want to try and like switch it up every like now and then. Of course, we're gonna do another hip hop project or like another rap project in the future, but in the near term future, I feel like the next step would be approaching another scene that's like doing well out here, or that's like, people like to listen to.
Yeah. We're going to have a Chrome Country album, bro, I swear.
I would love that. You kidding me? All right. Oh.
I'm trying to. Yeah. I want
out West.
However long this career lasts for myself, I want a country album. I wanna work on a reggae album and a jazz.
Reggae, damn. Oh, a jazz one. That would be sick to perform.
So
that.
tight.
Yeah. Oh, that's wrong. Actually.
Yeah, jazz night out here would be pretty.
Jazz night would be super tight. We need you on that coffee grind.
We need you on the
trumpet. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've been playing that for a long time. Trumpet. We could do saxophone. I could do keys. Whatever
we
you
can make
want.
It happen, bro.
Yeah, just tickle those ivories, but they're not ivories because that's totally against my ethics. Nah, fuck them elephants. Y'all hear that? Hold on.
The elephants?
Yeah, fuck. That's where the ivory, the husk is. Fuck your elephants. Get the out of here, brother.
Fuck you, Peter. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Woo. We don't.
So yeah, I don't know. PETA.
I like pita bread.
Oh, dude, I love pita bread. Oh man, what was the first time y'all remember eating your favorite food?
First time I remember eating my favorite food.
When was the first time y'all?
Really fucking early. Probably like 3 or 4 years old.
When I was a kid.
A child. What is your favorite food?
Barbecue.
Oh, just eating coal? You're just like
yeah. Hey, you get it, bro. Yeah.
There's a lot of incredible food, man.
Yeah. What's your favorite though? Like favorite dish? Barbecue
sushi
stuff.
slaps hard.
Ooh, yeah, it does.
My recent favorite, again, shout out Chris. Hawaiian barbecue, bro.
Oh,
Hawaiian barbecue goes hard.
Oh no!
Hey, I want to give a shout out to this.
They're not paying you.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
They're good people. They're good people. they know me now. It's a nice family owned Aloha Kona Hawaiian barbecue out in Rancho, bro.
God bless you, Kona. Oh, yeah, Hona.
Shakira.
Yes, it is. On a lute and a flute.
That's
Hey,
nice.
shout out Shakira too.
Nice. Shout out to
Shakira,
you.
bro.
You got some bangers.
Man.
I don't know what that came from. Favorite foods. What the fuck did that come from?
What's your favorite food?
Yeah.
Ooh, dude, that's anxiety. Hold on, let's see.
Okay. Find the sound.
I gotta get the sound effects, dude. My favorite. It's gotta be. But it's ass. I had to think of it. So I had to get this out. It's always ass. Why is it split in half? It's like a cake. It's already pre-cut, brother.
Yeah, it's like Oreo.
Yeah, like an Oreo just
meant to be split into two.
And then it said it's just like booty juice or something. No, that's
Yeah, they're so
yeah. Bleep it out, bro.
stop right there.
that's it.
I'm gonna take my headphones.
No, like Eddie.
Yeah, I'm
Just-
done with this.
He's like, nah, yeah. He heard worse sounds. I have like different like loaded shows or anything. Like, yeah, stuff like that. Oh, I'm gonna turn this back on. Shit, I couldn't see you for a second. If y'all were to have like any artist, 20th, 21st century, perform over here or record here, who would you have the honor of inviting
It's
to the
gotta be
studio?
Kanye. I don't even have to think about that.
Yeah,
If
you have a
Kanye
better
slept
room than
here-
him right now. For sure, bro.
Hey, that's a fact. He's actually recording here.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're keeping out.
He's in our bathroom, man.
He's in the bath. He's behind the stage. He is the audience. He's the live studio audience. He's just like, how's Kanye West
Kanye.
laugh?
I have no idea.
Yeezy.
That's how he laughs. He just resets.
Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if he says his name when he laughs.
He's like, Kanye. Do it. Kanye. He's just like,
Kanye.
I don't think he's that. What's Kanye West on? He's like, I fucking know. Anyways, wait. What was your favorite track that you heard so we could play it underneath? When you first heard it, like, you know, after they're like, it's done, it's finished. Because I know everything came out in different times and everything. When was the one where you're like, damn, that's like, we're on to something really?
All of them?
No, I'd say the first.
I know you can't be. No, you gotta be biased. Fuck it, problematic.
My
Call them out.
personal.
Your least favorite. What's
my
your
least favorite? None. Nothing.
You can't. It has to be one.
I generally
yeah.
don't. I don't have a least favorite.
All right, you're thinking like I see him. He's like, I don't know about that.
My most favorite is GoldenEye, just because that's like the style that I like. What?
What's the style?
Hype.
Wrong. Incorrect. Again. No. Incorrect again. What's your least favorite?
Least favorite?
Yeah.
I probably honestly On My Way. It's
what?
not my kind of music, bro. That party like auto tune, I fuck with it because
Now
we
we're
made
playing
it, bro. But like, okay, there you
Yeah.
go.
There, we're talking.
Yeah, give him a
into,
taste of what he hates.
I don't hate it. No one hated
Hey,
it,
for
bro.
the rest of the Draft Day crew, I love all your music. I
Exactly.
appreciate everything.
No
you
one
do.
said I
And he
dislike
hates
it.
him.
If we're picking out of
This
all,
guy.
like, you know how people say they don't have a least favorite child? That's cap. They have a least favorite child. I'm sorry.
Say
That was
like
good
you're my
times.
least favorites.
I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I get that. That's why I'm declaring you my least favorite guest for the day.
Yes.
There
That's
it is.
fine, bro.
There it is.
As long as you still like me, I'm cool with it.
That's like, I hate his content, but I like the dude. That's like kind of like when they're like, oh, support your friends. Is like, what if I just hate their art? Like, what if
Nah.
I just don't think it slaps? that's rude as fuck. No, I would be like, I hype them. Your art sucks, but that's yeah. Ooh, dude, speaking of like, the imposter syndrome last time, like last episode that was recorded 24 hours ago, totally not the same day because I'm not wearing the same shirt or anything.
Different days.
I just live here now. That's it. That's it. That's what it is.
You're living right next to Kanye.
Oh yeah, I live like under the bunk.
Yeah.
And he lives under me because that's where
Kanye has the bathroom in front of the toilet. You have behind the toilet.
I'm just like a little rat in a crawl space or something. I'm like a mouse. There's a mouse hole in his room, and he's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hi, Mr. West." Like, what can I do with you, Mr. West? I forgot I forgot the question with the Chrome.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot to.
I know. Damn. Was there a question before?
There was a question. It was a good question.
Caught up in some bullshit, bro.
I know, dude. Where's that bullshit button? I have it right here. Something. Oh wait, there it is.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
It takes me so long so I can splice it and everything. Let's think of a question. Hold on.
Let's think of a question.
No, I have questions.
Is this on? You don't have a favorite on the?
I said I had a.
Yeah, what's your favorite? Yeah, what's the favorite?
It's like golden.
Like every day it changes, and as of recently, it's been Locker Room.
This guy's a capper.
Nah, I'm dead ass. Like Locker Room, the way it makes my car just spaz.
You know what? His answers. You know what his answers are?
What's
PR.
PR. It's PR. Like, it's this pub.
I love them all.
I like them. I can't choose that, but my least favorite is I can choose that shit. But my favorite, I love them all like my favorite child. But there's that one child that's
They're changing, bro. Every day I'm like, I listen to that shit. I'm like, wow, we really did that.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I always say like, and this is a fact. When I listen to that, like when I put one song on, I'm going through the entire album.
Oh yeah, it's a listen through. Oh, that's the other thing. How did you compile this album? Like, how did you know what track is going to come where and everything? If it has a crossfade, if it's straight listen to, or would you recommend a shuffle?
You mean the ordering or
the ordering? And yeah.
Vibes.
It's
like literally, they're all like similar vibes, or like the vibe flows very well. Which like we approach this in a mixtape method, or like the OG definition of a mixtape.
Yeah,
so it's like
original.
Order doesn't really matter. It's kind of just like singles that are all thrown together.
Damn, yeah.
But it kind of just flowed.
It did.
So,
it's like a full compilation. That's why I'm like, it's an official album.
Shout out to Yace. He's the one that ordered it the way it's ordered.
Oh,
and apparently people are fucking with it. So I'm glad. But yeah,
always love it.
It could work playing it in order, or if you hit shuffle on that shit, you won't have a problem either.
Never lost in it, man. That's the other thing, because you mentioned like you guys want to do different genres and everything, and this is are you kind of like wondering if this is going to encourage like a specific type of genre, or how do you kind of want to widen the scope of art?
Let me hold it for you for the rest.
Yeah, the rest of it. Hello, sir. Oh, why does it work now? What the fuck? I don't know. I just want to hear me. Would you want to direct your audience to the same, or like artists and everything? Work with them for like a while, a few projects of the same genre and everything, and then move to the next one? Or do you want to work on like different genres at the same time, or do you think that's going to get complicated, or like kind of not dedicate as much time or energy or focus into one genre? How are you going to split that time wise? And
I think in the short term, we're going to focus them at one at a time. Just because we still haven't been able to find like the balance, or we haven't tried the actual opening yet. So when we actually open, we want to be focusing on projects like this, but at the same time, we want to be doing events that are not based around music.
Oh,
right. So we want to vary it up, and like until we find that balance and see how our work schedules become and like how intensive it's going to be.
Yeah.
I think we're going to keep it one at a time, and I think that's just going to be based on availability of artists. Like if there's enough people and enough variety that we think would make a good project, then I think it's like time to do that. As we grow, and I don't know, possibility of like other locations and stuff.
Yeah.
As long as there's teams, Hopefully. But as long as there's teams that can manage that, I think it'd be possible to do multiple at once.
Damn, yeah.
So I mean, and it also, if you're speaking on the very wide vision, I don't think it'll remain local to the IE because, well, for the short term, but like in the very big picture, we want it to be in places where they're kind of underserved or where they don't get attention because like they're not some main hub city or like there hasn't been a scene that's grouped yet. So putting them in places like that and allowing them to, work on something together, I think will not just be good for like creating projects, but for communities to come together. Hopefully it becomes like a meeting spot for people to meet and like like-minded people.
Yeah. Like a very central spot for like collaboration and accessibility, which is a huge thing, especially because it's like a safe place for so many different people, like of different ages, that met up in college, at work, even in high school, So it's a very like not just a comfortable space, collaborative space, and expanding space, educational and everything. Like, would you have would you guys ever do like a residential like recording, like a band here? Because it's like if they have like a banjo and a slide guitar and they're country singers, or like invite guests that are like, hey, I want to like record or perform at your studio and I'm touring. Would you be like set up residency here and like, yeah, we could record you for a week? And like how we're doing this podcast, it's like, yeah, stay local and then come in and use the studio kind of thing,
The goal, like the final vision, I guess,
the final boss
is the Chrome campus, which is basically like just like a giant place, like filled with different, like literally like everything is different, like different vibes. Like you can go to one section of it and it's like themed like desert. Like if you feel like you create better in the middle of the desert, or if you want to be
sounds
in,
like Westworld or something.
Bro, like literally take like Disneyland / like Universal Studios, and then just like a giant hub, which would also be like the middle of the place can be converted into a stage, and then like on like the outsides you have like different
like
stages.
Hunger Games,
like literally like Hunger Games,
like we're making it sounds like a college campus,
and then we put the dome down, and then the artists have to fight each other. Yeah, exactly. Got it.
Where's the fight?
What does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!
There's so many sounds I want to play.
Child. Play them all.
Oh, do you want me to?
Child.
No. Hey.
How many times do we have to keep this?
We're going through all my stuff.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
All right, anyways, unplay this. Hold on. There we go.
We'd have to take a separate time to talk about like the entire vision.
That's a fact.
Yeah, this huge and ever evolving. Yeah, and so it's a attainable. Of course it's attainable, but it's like at the rate it's going, it's been like very not just productive and like efficient for everyone, like accessibility, but it's been like very successful and organically growing in itself. And do you feel like it's going to become a monster? That's okay. With branching out, and you said like multiple like locations, kind of like a hub, a campus for the Chrome heads and everything like that.
Chrome heads. For all the Chrome heads out there.
For the Chrome heads. Hey, shouts out to you, Chrome heads. Get the out of here, brother. Yeah, give me some. Who knows what I said except me? And then there you go. So like we talked about like the central hub and everything, central artists, like different genres at a time, recording. How about like the show aspect? Do you think it's going to be like Chrome Productions hosting? Is it going to be like producing it as in like I guess like that's hosting too, or is it going to be more of the kind of like promotional side of like PR, getting artists together, getting the lineup and everything and all that stuff? Where do you kind of see it, or like everything, the whole conglomerate?
The goal is to have this place literally be the one-stop shop for everything. Obviously, we have to take it one step at a time. So that's why like right now, like we're putting some focus into the music.
Mm-hmm.
From there, we're gonna like transition to different arts and stuff. But it's like it's really just like one approach that we agree on, like as a company, just as like people, to just creating that will then be transferred. So it's like I don't know, if you're an artist, like you need however many things to go from getting an idea to putting it out into the world. And then to hopefully, I'm assuming most artists want to generate revenue from that. So like that side of it too. And it's like, as time progresses, as we put our skills to the test, like what we know, our knowledge and things like that, it's like getting an artist to be able to come here with an idea and leave with the finished product that they're generating revenue off of.
Yeah.
And that's like any art form, music, photography, videography, whatever.
Damn, like the whole realm, the whole spectrum of creativeness. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the shows that we've been doing so far, like it's one thing to create music and do whatever we're doing in here, but having the community come out is a whole different feeling.
Yeah.
Like, it's super cool to have everybody come, show out, and like knowing that like they're here to support people that are probably like them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a couple shows planned in the near future.
Oh.
We got couple different genres. So any updates we'll be posting on IE Chrome. Any shows that
IE Chrome, shout out to them, the original baby. Whoop, the wrong one.
But yeah, we have some fun things lined up, and like it depends. Like people come with us they come to us with ideas, and if we're really feeling the idea, or if they want to collaborate on something, like we're open to anything. You know?
Yeah. Damn.
If they want to plan and organize that whole thing, it's like cool. This is your space. If they want to do something together, it's like great. Let's do it.
Yeah. Damn. That's a very inviting, very inviting space and everything. Very welcoming, like you said. And it's like everyone's fueling each other on their energies, and they come back or come out of the experience inviting other people too. And like it's been like a ripple effect of inspiration and for a lot of people. And like there's been so many things where it's like making coffee here, doing like pop-up like stick and pokes or tattoos, or like just like inviting artists of every medium in some way, and like not just to record or to make and create, but to also educate and to also present themselves, and perform in so many different ways. It's like
so just speaking on that note, once we get open and like we're steadily working on like helping the community and stuff, a lot of what we'd like to do is in that education realm. So we'd like to do workshops. We'd like to do online tutorials for example, producing, or like people can come in and have like a one-on-one session with our in-house producers and just pick things up. Or if you need help with editing, like we just want to make resources available to people and let them like take off from there.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something that a lot of people don't get out here. Like we said, like we're distant, but once you get to know people, you really start to learn and like, enhance your craft.
Yeah.
People don't have those resources like how they do out in LA. So like our idea was like someone has to do it. Why don't we do it?
Yeah.
Like if we can, why not?
True. Yeah. It's like everyone's like, oh, someone's going to have it. Someone's going to be like the other person, like, or their competition, instead of collaborating. And it's like, how do you kind of like break out of that stigma of someone else is going to do it? The bystander effect of that kind of like, someone's going to bring us an artist, like when is the threshold of like, wait till something good happens, be patient with it and go out and do it. Like where's that threshold for y'all, especially with reaching out to people, thinking about projects and all that stuff. Where's that threshold?
I guess it's really like, what would you say? I guess the only thing is like time, like,
time wise.
Yeah. Like we try to max out on time. And that's like why we'll be here till like we'll spend literally the entire night. Yeah. Working on things. It's like pushing ourselves to the absolute limit to get this done as fast as possible, or like get to where we have it visioned out to like as fast as possible. So I guess that's the threshold right there. And like as we get more people involved, like we can just do more.
Yeah.
It's a matter of taking it as we grow. I mean, like if we find that like people are like piling on top of each other to want to do something, then we're gonna have to grow. And I feel like there's a lot of people who have ideas, and if we can help people bring those ideas to life,
right?
And it's like a big quantity of ideas now, you're gonna have to expand, and that's something we're gonna have to learn to do as we grow.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're starting where we're starting, and we'll see where it takes us. I'm excited to see.
Yeah, it's super exciting. Like it's kind of like a portfolio before you open. Like there's so many things to account for. Like you're like, yeah, we did this, we had a schedule for this, you literally had like everything for draft day, like from releases to PR to like, interviews, everything, the process leading up, even after the release of promoting it, which is a really important part. It's like, okay, it's released and then it gets lost in the sound.
Yeah.
In the sound. I'll just do some more from now. Hold on. As it gets lost in the sound. I hate that. Sounds gross. Damn. Y'all had like the rollouts. I see you guys have like a calendar and a tentative schedule and a timeline for everything. It's very organized, and it's really like admirable that you guys want to do like an educational space too, for a community and kind of build on opportunities and like kind of like have like a familial place now that's gonna build connections beyond the studio and everything, which it's already had, with Instagram and everything, and like social media, especially during the pandemic and everything, and being the meeting place and the hub and the passing through, like this is the place to go for a show, this is the place to go for recording, and like announcing that to everyone is very cool, and it becomes challenging, which we are talked and touched a little bit on, like of inviting people to the space and like reaching out and like who's going to do it first. Do you see yourself kind of, or like IE Chrome Productions see it as something that needs to be more organically grown at the moment, or does it need to be like schedule releases, always doing something, never like the grind never stops kind of thing? And like would there be like a potential like I guess like a residencies and like employment in some way, for you guys? Yeah.
I mean, I'd say in the short term, in the upcoming few months that we're going to be doing this, we're going to only rely on organic growth. And it's going to be through the people that we have coming through here and working through here and spreading that message. But at the same time, I believe doing community events and things that aren't just specifically to music will help us cover a greater base. Yeah. I think if we can capture a big base of creatives from just until at least let's say till next year. Once we feel confident that like, okay, there's definitely a demand for this, I think this can be expanded with far less risk on our end. Yeah. If that makes sense. So once you have like a good community of photographers, videographers, musicians, physical artists, graphic designer, all that, then I feel like we'd be ready to say, okay, it's time to grow this and make this a serious thing. And that's where like the ideas for bigger spaces and more like, right now we basically have the studio, and anything that has to happen out here, it has to be coordinated. We'd love for it to be like, it's go anytime you want, come in, and like everything is separated to the point where people that want to work together can work together in this space. People that want to work solo can work in this space. Like,
dang, at the same time too.
Exactly. Yeah. So, because then like we're not limiting anyone.
Yeah.
And that's what we
by schedules and stuff too.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's our goal. Is like we want it to be a space that's always available, and you're not gonna have things interrupting your work or interrupting your work or how you like to create. We want it to be exactly to your needs.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's really hard because it's like, different personalities do clash sometimes,
Yeah.
And as like, everyone becomes homies and everything and like friends, do you find yourself kind of like finding trouble establishing those boundaries of professionalism and acting like, this is still business, this is still something that we need to earn money to survive with in some way or be comfortable with at least. How do you kind of like go about establishing also a business connection, with artists and everything, and that professionalism with working beyond this or being, timely or being like professional in like the workplace too. Not like saying like we're suit and tie to the fucking studio. No. Or like we're assless chaps, which is what I'm wearing at the. Oh wait, there's a camera. usually it's like no camera. Assless chap. Who knows? Maybe I am wearing assless chaps. Who fucking knows? But establishing that professionalism within and knowing that, hey, this is a hangout space, but it's also a work environment, and you have to respect other artists when they eventually are, being in the space and working together. Like maybe someone's filming out there, and then also recording artists is in here. How are they going to kind of like not clash, but kind of like respect each other's boundaries in that way?
Yeah, well, at least for the space that we're currently in, things that are going to interrupt each other won't be scheduled together, So if there's someone filming a video out there and there's people working in here on music, we're just not going to allow that to interrupt, each of them needs to have their space and be interrupted in what they're doing, because then one party's going to feel like it's messed up, But as we grow, like you said, like making sure everyone has that space, and from a business standpoint, for us to grow, that it's not just finding out if people are going to have to clash and the scheduling and all of that, but it's also figuring out how do we get to that space, and it's still remaining affordable and accessible to everyone at the same time.
Right.
So that's something, as we grow and we get to that vision of like a much larger space, where people can work independently and not interrupt each other. It's like, not only do we have to think about them as people and working together, but how are we as a company going to provide that, and how are we going to get the revenue or the income and still be for the artist?
Yeah.
So I think as of right now, I don't really have an answer to that. I think as we keep growing and stuff, we'll see how it works out for us.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we're trying to help as many people as possible.
Yeah.
And so far, it's been like just like going back to like when. Like pretty much like when playtime is playtime, when work time is work time.
Right,
it's like I think they go hand in hand, because when you have like a relationship with like an artist, or just like, I mean, they're just friends, like like once you build that relationship, it's like if I was to ask you like, hey, is it cool if you dip because we got to work on something? You as a friend respect that.
Exactly.
And that's where it's like it's easy, because it's just a respectable thing. It's like, okay, I understand. Like, you've done this for me.
Yeah.
Like, work needs to get done. Like, like the treatment's the same. It's like when you're working on your music, there's a lot of other people that also want to work on music, but it's like everyone knows like there's a time, to make sure everything gets done.
Yeah.
And I think our demographic really is going to be people of the same like-mindedness, where in my view, I view artists of any form as some sort of entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And when people that take it very seriously, they don't have an issue bringing up their concerns. If something is messing with their work, if something isn't right for them, as entrepreneurs and as artists, they need to be able to be comfortable and discuss that with whatever's causing the problem and resolving those things.
Yeah.
So hopefully it won't be something that we have to like come in and like mitigate or like make better.
Hey, what the fuck? Get the fuck off the table. Why are you dancing? Or like making a mess or some shit.
Exactly. I think everybody as entrepreneurs and as friends and as artists will respect each other's boundaries in time and make sure, we're all striving towards the same goal.
And that's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
Cultivating that space. Like, it's always coming back to how everything seems familiar because the vibes, man. Just the literal vibes.
That's really it. It's like, the goal is just to make sure, like, when you come here, you feel like you're at home. Like literally
it's like
from like how we designed.
Our business is a vibe.
It's just vibe. Our lights.
We're in the business
vibes.
of vibes.
We sell vibes. We curate vibes. Oh, literally with the music,
Yeah.
and shows. Literally, it's vibe central. It's,
entertainment is just vibes, man.
Yeah, it's a showbiz. It's all vibes. Just a bunch of vibes.
Art is vibes. Sometimes it's sad vibes. Sometimes it's good vibes.
Good, yeah. It was like even yesterday was like there's like parts of like harmony with like a therapeutic process of counseling, and like we had like kind of like a deeper talk like way before when we first met up and everything. When we were like smoking and just like in the room, like we had like genuine talks that could have been its own episode, in some way, but it's like those things are naturally flowing in this room, in this space, that's shared collectively.
Right. We're all on the same wave,
Yeah, exactly. And it's awesome because we keep on same vibes. We're attracting vibes, brother. But with that, I'm gonna play. What song do you want me to play out?
Yeah, we gotta decide on one.
Still the favorite song thing.
Nah, I say hypocrite.
Huh?
That's a vibe.
Oh. All right,
man.
This is some realness right here.
At the time we're filming this, Nima and I are thinking of all the visuals for all this shit. It's just so much fun to listen to a track and see how it takes you into a completely different world than the track before.
Yeah. Oh, what? So what's the soundtrack for this one for? Like if it's in a movie or something, or a scene or something. What's the soundscape?
The vision I have in my head is out in the desert, and we're all in like white godly robes.
Damn.
Like some cult
gods.
shit.
Right.
Some cult shit.
Oh, cult
They're
shit.
doing their
I know
verses,
that.
and then Luke, when he hits his part, it's just white as fuck, and he has his whole band set up, and he's just
just a whole scenic
on
shot.
his own. Yeah, it's in the middle of the desert, and he's just ripping that shit. And he's like sweating and black and charred out.
Just like,
listen to this, bro. Let's turn this shit up.
What part is he?
This is him.
Him?
Yeah. Little grungy vibe to it.
Yeah.
Keep listening to this shit.
Oh. So good.
Yeah. They killed this shit.
On this song specifically, Luke said, like, told everyone, he was like, when you come onto this track, like when you write your lyrics and stuff, like this one, even if you don't do it normally, like I want you to sit down and just channel in like how you feel, because he laid down the verse first, or sorry, not the verse, the chorus.
Yeah. Damn.
And it's like talking about like wanting more than you need, and still like understanding that exactly you're a hypocrite, like you understand that, but you still go for it. So he told everyone to kind of channel that energy, and like I think that's why this song is like, I don't know, sometimes I listen to the song and it's just
phenomenal.
It's really crazy. Like it makes you think, like when you listen to the lyrics.
If you play back Nate's verse, you can hear it in his writing. He literally like says his bars to contradict himself.
Yeah.
So each line is like contradicting the one before.
Why you want the best for me when you want more.
Mm-hmm.
Here. I saw you lighting sage out there too.
Yeah, we had to clear the bullshit.
Yeah. Damn, but there's the back to that chorus, huh?
Yeah, I like
rips.
I sat and I wrote out like the lyrics for these, or like made it so we can submit like when you have to submit the album, you submit the lyrics and stuff too, right?
Everything, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and like that process was crazy to me, because like on Luke's like chorus, I didn't know exactly what he was saying, and I was already feeling it. And then I remember when he sent them to me, I looked at it, and it just like I just like sat there for a second. I was like, damn, like this is like it's crazy, because like
poetry.
It was just wild. Like it just like he's saying some real stuff.
Yeah, you're like,
Crazy.
oh, dude, relate to it. And like literally working on this project has inspired you guys, like just like mixing, mastering, and growing in your character and in yourself. And like that's like the best part of like collaborating like with other people, and like just meeting people. You know, you grow and you relate to the best parts of them, and the most complex parts of understanding them, and the complexities of them, and the curiousness of who's this person, you know, who's this person beyond what they create, and beyond a business aspect or a creative aspect. Who's this person genuinely, what they like the favorite food shit and stuff like that, you know, like comes in the conversation, comes with the connection, you know. And I'm glad like y'all have kept each connection, you know, like very fruitful in the business, but also in those connections and friendships, you know. With the
You had me looking up Luke's lyrics now.
Oh yeah. Oh, is it on Spotify? Hold on.
It's on Apple Music.
Y'all listen to Apple Music?
Soon to be on Genius.
Oh, I like that. Is it on like I was gonna say like is it on Genius Lyrics, but
we're gonna get it on there.
Apple Music. Oh, okay, but would y'all like to plug anyone, shout anyone out before we lead out to this on this quest, on this journey outside the bunker?
Shout out every artist on this album.
Yes, shout out the Draft Day Squad.
Yeah.
Shout out literally
Shout out.
everyone, even
Shout
the
out.
people that weren't on the tape, the people that came through in this process, our film crew. Shout out to our film crew.
Shout out you.
Shout
Shout
out,
out,
you,
hey,
man.
anyone that loves us, we love you just as much
Yes,
back.
sir.
That's pretty much like literally anyone that supports us. Shout out them.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Shout out IE Chrome, baby. You know, at IE Chrome on any
IE
platform.
Chrome. Damn, baby.
Stream draft day. Enjoy
Goddamn
draft
right.
day.
We made the best. We made. I will say it right now, the best hip hop album of this year. That's my personal
That's it.
belief.
Fuck you,
I don't give a
Kanye,
shit.
for working
Yeah,
on
no,
shit.
fuck
I agree.
Kanye, bro.
Fuck Kanye.
Honestly, the balance and the vibrancy of this album is nothing compares.
Unmatched.
I never, I'm upset because I played Modern Warfare 2 a lot when I was a kid. I never got a nuke.
Oh, you
Those are
never got
trash, kid.
It's trash because you can't get it, man. Like
He's
it's
trash.
impossible. I always experience it, and I'm always on the dying end of it though. Where I'm
Yeah.
just like, damn, how that fool get a nuke before me? I've been 360 no scoping this shit, and this dude gets a nuke before me. I like a Kimbo mode, baby. That's like the second.
I literally remember all of the kill streaks you needed to get to it. You have that
What
Harrier
the fuck is
strike.
going on?
Oh, we're going outside the bunker, baby.
Oh, Harrier strike, and then you can either get chopper gunner, or
are you
AC
telling
130, and then 25 kills, bro.
And 25 kills
You know
up,
that.
you're good.
Some
man.
people that really had it, like some people that are super saucy, bro. They skipped the there. They went straight predator. You got 5 kills, bro. Predator drone, and then they just went crazy.
They went ham on it. It's like, fuck it, man. Oh, man. I remember zombie mode. I was a camper, man. I was always a hiding camper. On like, not zombie mode, but it's like a one.
Zombies are great, bro.
Yeah.
Not zombie mode. Hold on. It was like, I call it zombies, but it's kind of like when you kill someone, you only have a knife and a throwing knife.
Oh, yeah.
Infected, yeah.
Yeah.
Infected. I was like a camper that would just like find a spot,
Yeah.
like halfway through, and just
Some
like
bitch
yeah, like camouflaged. I'm just like, hey, yeah, and I'm just watching if it dies, like, shoom, shoom, like, and they're like close to me, all like running around.
Bro,
like, fuck you.
It gets intense.
I'd go into that one spot where everybody's at and just let them ring down on us.
Just be like, all right, send a nuke, infected fucks. Man, dude, I haven't played COD in so long. Like, why does that keep on coming up in conversation too? Oh, it's because the bomb. Yeah, the bomb's up. I was like, what the fuck? I can't.